What is going on, guys? BrettO Live back with another video, and today we have the Week in Review episode 79 yet again on this Saturday morning. But yes, guys, this is where we go over Raw and Smackdown in a setup style. Tell you guys what I thought about it, tell you guys what happened. We're going to start off with Monday Night Raw, then we're going to get into Smackdown, so let's do it. Starting over here, it was an episode of Miz TV. It was The Miz and John Morrison interviewing Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke. This did not end too well. Like every single Miz TV does not end well. Natalya and Lana came out to confront Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke, and then they left. And then Miz needed another guest because he needed to finish his time on the show. He's like, my guest, John Morrison. And then Lars Sullivan interrupted and then took out both of them. And then Lars Sullivan was drafted to SmackDown. So I think Miz and Morrison are pretty thrilled about that. But other than that, I don't know. Lars Sullivan, I mean, he's cool, but if he just keeps on doing this, it's going to get boring. So I really hope they put him in like a rivalry on SmackDown. I think that would be awesome. Moving over here was Ricochet versus Cedric Alexander. Ricochet had a stipulation to this. He said if he wins, the Hurt Business can't mess with him anymore. They cannot try to take him out. They cannot target him anymore. But if he loses, he is forced to join the Hurt Business. So basically, what happened here, Ricochet, the genius that he is, he had the steel chair that MVP threw into the ring for Cedric Alexander. He picked it up. He made a noise with the chair on the mat as the referee was distracted, threw it onto the mat, fell to the ground, and then threw it to Cedric Alexander. And then the referee rang the bell, and Ricochet won by disqualification. That was my favorite part of the entire show right there. I thought that was so genius, so awesome, and such a cool way to end that match. Moving over here was Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke versus Lana and Natalya. Of course, like a little after Miz TV. After that Miz TV episode. But yeah, I mean, it was an okay match. It was really boring. I didn't really have my direct attention fully toward it because I wasn't really looking forward to it. But yeah, Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke did pick up the victory, and I see why, because of course they are a tag team. They got to build up their victories here to get those women's tag titles. So yeah, they did pick up the victory over Lana and Natalya. But then later in the show, the main event of the show actually, it was a battle royal. A battle royal with, it had to have been like over 15 women in there fighting to face Asuka for the Raw Women's Championship next week on Raw. So basically what happened here, in the end, Natalya, she eliminated Lacey Evans, and Natalya's like, I won, oh my gosh, I won. But then Lana comes out of nowhere. She was never eliminated because she got sent through the announcer's table again by, what's her name? Oh my gosh. Nia Jax, because Nia Jax got eliminated. She was that frustrated. She grabbed Lana, sent her through the table again. I think it's for a fourth time, but then Lana ended up winning, so that's insane. I'm not the biggest fan of Lana at all. I'm not looking forward to her match against Asuka at all on Monday Night Raw. She's obviously going to lose. Too obvious, and I could not care less about that. Moving over here, it was Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods versus Bobby Roode and Dolph Ziggler. And Bobby Roode and Dolph Ziggler were drafted to SmackDown, and I feel like they just showed up here on Monday Night Raw. But yeah, they did have a tag team match to maybe bring the Raw tag titles to SmackDown, and they failed. The New Day ended up reigning supreme. Not a half bad match at all. They hit the new Midnight Hour maneuver. I guess it's not Big E's Midnight Hour anymore. They used a different one, and then it was like a double stomp to the chest as Xavier Woods held him. That looks awesome, by the way. Oh my gosh! And then they picked up the victory by pinning Bobby Roode, and they retained the Raw Tag Team Championships. And if you guys are like, wait, they were the SmackDown Tag Team Championship. They swapped titles with the Street Profits because the Street Profits were drafted to SmackDown. Moving over here, it was Angel Garza versus Andrade in a one-on-one match to basically just see who was the better tag team partner during their tag team. In the end, Andrade ended up losing. Angel Garza actually picked up the victory over Andrade. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, oh my gosh. And Selena Vega was on commentary. Selena Vega hopped in the ring. She's like, you're pathetic, Andrade, all this crap. And then, dun, 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 the lights go out. And then The Fiend and Alexa Bliss appear, and they hit a double Sister Abigail on both of them. I thought that was awesome. That was one of the best parts of the show right there. And yes, The Fiend and Alexa Bliss have been drafted to Raw. That's insane. I feel like SmackDown is getting the shorter end of the stick for every single draft. I don't know if that's just me. Let me know down in the comments down below. Moving over here, no disqualification match to hopefully finally finish this rivalry between Kevin Owens and Aleister Black, because it sucks. But yeah, it was a no disqualification match. Not a half bad match. My favorite part of the match was when Kevin Owens got meteored by Aleister Black through 4 steel chairs. I thought that was awesome. And then at the end, Kevin Owens hit a powerbomb to Aleister Black through a table, and then he picked up the victory. That was pretty cool. But yeah, I'm glad Kevin Owens picked up the victory in the end of his rivalry. And again, I really hope it's the end of that rivalry, because I thought it was really, really boring and bad. Moving over here. This could have been the best triple threat match of the entire night. It could have been Jeff Hardy, AJ Styles, and Seth Rollins. Yeah, I know. That sounds freaking awesome. I'm like, oh my god, this match has so much potential. This could be literally one of the best matches of Monday Night Raw like this year. This could be so good. I don't think it lived up to the hype at all. You guys can let me know what you guys thought down in the comments down below, but I was expecting this match to be insanely awesome. Like, oh my gosh, they are going to go all out for this triple threat match. But no, it was kind of weak, in my opinion. I thought it would have been way better. In the end, Jeff Hardy hit a twist of fate on AJ Styles, and then Elias returned and attacked Jeff Hardy. You think he would be going after Sheamus because Sheamus was supposedly the man that ran him over with the car and then framed Jeff Hardy, so you think that he would be going after Sheamus, but besides the fact, Elias returned. He took out Jeff Hardy, making him lose, and then AJ Styles won the match, and now Seth Rollins will have his farewell to go to SmackDown. Not bad. Moving over here, in the beginning of the show, actually, Drew McIntyre and Randy Orton just started beating the crap out of each other during Randy Orton's promo, and then at the end of the show, right literally seconds after the Battle Royal, seconds after Lana won that match, they started fighting again into the ringside area. So basically, they're just building up more for their Cell match, which should be pretty decent, and hopefully that culminates their rivalry as well, because this one's getting a little repetitive, I'm noticing. But yes, guys, that was Monday Night Raw. In the end, I'm going to give Raw, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. I mean, it had good matches, but I was very, very disappointed with that triple threat match. I thought that one could have been way better. I mean, it wasn't like it was terrible. It could have been way better. But yes, guys, that was Raw. Now we're going to get into SmackDown. Moving into the blue brand here on Friday Night SmackDown. Yes, guys, the 1-year anniversary. It wasn't a half-bad show. Brand new superstars, brand new rivalries. And, yeah, we're going to talk about it just like we did with Raw. So let's do it. Starting over here with the tag team division, it was the Street Profits, Angelo Dawkins, Montez Ford versus Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler. Of course, setting up like a new rivalry here. They had a tag team match. It ended very weird. Like, the referee, Jessica Carr, oh my gosh. Don't even get me started. But, yes, she ended the match because Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode were in the ring, both attacking Montez Ford. I thought that was pretty interesting. I wasn't really the biggest fan of that, but of course they're going to extend this rivalry, so why would they give us a clear winner right now? And then it just ended out with an all-out battle. Montez Ford jumped over the top rope, and then, yeah, it just ended up in an all-out battle. Not the biggest fan of that over there, but yeah, I guess I'm sort of looking forward to the rivalry in the future, I guess. Moving over here, this was a little disappointing. Lars Sullivan versus Jeff Hardy. I don't know what else I would have expected. Of course, they're trying to push Lars Sullivan right now instead on Smackdown this time instead of Raw, because his first push was on Raw when he was beating up all those jobbers week after week. But now we are seeing him here on SmackDown taking out Jeff Hardy, sadly. Yes, they had a one-on-one match, and I wasn't really expecting Jeff Hardy to lose, but it was very disappointing. Jeff Hardy hit a twist of fate on Lars Sullivan. Jeff Hardy was going up to the top, ready to hit the Swanton Bomb, but Lars was already back on his feet. He smashed him with the freak accident, 1, 2, 3, and it was like, come on, man, Jeff, they're really going to bury Jeff like that again? Every time he starts getting a little bit momentum, they freaking just push him right back down. It's so annoying. Moving over here was the New Day's farewell match until the next draft. I guarantee after Big E's singles run, then they put these three back together. So don't count on this being the end of the New Day. I guarantee it. But yeah. Not a half-bad match. They went up against Sheamus, Cesaro, and Shinsuke Nakamura. It was pretty cool to see Sheamus tag with Cesaro again. I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, of course, in the end, as you guys would expect, pretty emotional moment for the New Day. They did pick up the victory. They stood tall in the ring. And before their match, they had like a big emotional promo and all that, so that was pretty cool to see. But yeah, it's going to be pretty interesting to see what Big E does with his singles career, and we're still getting part of the New Day, Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston on Monday Night Raw, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, it's going to be pretty weird not seeing them all together, but yeah. Still a pretty cool moment, not a half-bad tag team match. Definitely my favorite moment of the night was definitely the New Day. That was very cool. Moving over here, main event of the show was Roman Reigns versus Braun Strowman in a one-on-one match. This was just weird. I don't know how I feel about Roman. I mean, I do like his heel turn, but he is just so dominant. He's like Superman. He's like Superman. Nobody could touch him. Seriously, Braun, of course, got some moves in on him, but otherwise, Roman dominated him. He tapped him out. He tapped Braun Strowman out. Can you guys believe that? And then Jey Uso came out. And then basically they had their conversation the reason I'm doing this for the family, the food, and the table, the tribal chief, and all this crap. And then Roman Reigns is basically like, this is your last chance, hit me with the chair, take out Braun Strowman. He threw the chair on the ground, then Jey Uso just went off trying to attack Roman Reigns, but then Roman Reigns stood tall by taking Jey Uso out again, and then they buried the crap out of Braun Strowman. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe just get Roman out of this rivalry with Jey and put him with the Messiah and make that a one-on-one thing between Roman and Seth. I think that would be a pretty good match. Yeah, that's worth WrestleMania worthy as well. But yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. Moving over here, it was Daniel Bryan's return to SmackDown and his appearance here the first time in the Thunderdome, so that wasn't too bad. Seth Rollins, first man to approach him. He's like, what side of history are you going to be on? Similar to what he's done in the past with other superstars on Raw. He's basically, what side of history are you going to be on? And Daniel Bryan's like, your entire thing, you're the Messiah crap is all dumb. And then they just started brawling, you know, they started fighting. And then here comes Rey Mysterio and Dominic, because Seth Rollins was trying to run away, and then they scared him back into the ring, and then Murphy actually came out to settle the score, but then Murphy actually turned on Seth Rollins, saw that coming, and yeah, that was pretty interesting. Not a half bad moment right there. I'm interested to see what they're going to do, if it's going to be Daniel Bryan versus Seth, or Murphy versus Seth. I'm interested to see what they're going to do with that. Are they going to continue with the Mysterios? Not sure. Be interested to see what they're going to do with that. Moving over here is a contract signing between Sasha Banks and Bayley, and it was pretty interesting, actually. It was pretty interesting contract signing. Of course, the advisor or the supervisor was Adam Pearce, not a half bad WWE official right there. But yeah, basically Sasha was just saying, oh, the only reason you're the SmackDown Women's Champion is because of me. Brand new Bayley figure, by the way. Review on the channel if you guys want to see it. But yeah, not a half-bad contract signing. Sasha signed it, but Bayley did not sign it. So Bayley has not signed it, and Sasha's like, you're going to sign it one way or another. So what I think Sasha's going to do is she's going to like somehow take out Bayley backstage, and she's going to write Bayley's name with Bayley's hand, but doing it forcefully. So that's going to be pretty interesting to see. But yes, guys, that was SmackDown. That was Raw setup stuff. If I were to rate SmackDown this week, I would give SmackDown a solid, I would give it a 7 out of 10. I thought it was a pretty good show. I don't know. Oh, man. Not a half bad show. But yes, guys, that was the weekend review, so I really enjoyed. BrettO Live out.